Stray View dropped their new EP, Displace slash Erase.
Hell yeah. This is a Hopeless Records kind of portion of the thing, chatting about Paris first and then Stray View.
I'm seeing a theme.
Yeah, seeing a theme. Doesn't go on much further than this, but I just thought it was funny that the two longer projects that we had this week were both put out by the same label. So I wanted to note that.
It's nice, yeah.
And it's a fun way to segue into why this is Shane's random pick of the week. Out of left field pick of the week. This band signed to Hopeless, and that was my initial introduction to them. I saw the signing go up, and I'm like, oh, metalcore band on Hopeless. I'm into that. Sign me up. I love what Hopeless is doing. I love metalcore. I love when the two collide. So that's great. And then I did some digging and found out that David, the vocalist of this band, was the former second vocalist in Crown the Empire. And I was like, God damn, look at that. This just keeps getting better and better. And then I was chatting with Grayson from Archers when I saw Archers a couple weeks back, and he was telling me how good this band is. So all of that was swirling in my head when Friday came around and I saw that this came out, and I was like, we're throwing it on there as the out of left field, fun little thing, because based on what I know about the band, the label that put it out, and what I've been told about the band and how good they are, this is going to be right on my alley. So let's give it a shot. It's only 6 songs, so if it sucks, we didn't waste too much time, and if it's great, we found a new band.
Exactly, yeah.
I am happy to report that at least I think that this shit fucking rocks. And I will open up the floor for you to say if you also agree or disagree.
Yeah. Fuck heavy with it. So heavy with it. Continue your shit though.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm so into this EP. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm so glad to see David back in the saddle here. I'm a big fan of the records that he's on when he was part of Crown the Empire. So yeah, I am so into this album EP. I think it's fucking awesome. I love the way it opens with the riddle. That might be my favorite. But it's just like, it's exactly what I expected. They've got the breakdowns. It's heavy. It's melodic. The whole I could use all of the fucking buzzwords that the publications use to describe metalcore, but it's just fucking good. If you're a fan of modern metalcore, you will be a fan of this band. It is right up the alley. They're doing the damn thing. It's super cool. I'm into it a lot. As I said, the riddle is my favorite, but Wasteland, What's Done Is Done are a couple others. So yeah, I mean, it also flows very well. Not always something I look for when listening to an EP, but it is, an EP is either a sampler of like everything a band can do, or they hone in on one sound. This is more so honing in on one thing, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes that can drag it on because it's a lot of like just getting pummeled, but it also flows very well. I didn't find myself being like, when is it going to be over? I actually found myself every time I listened to it being like, God damn, I'm on track 6 already.
Exactly. Let's run it back a couple times.
So I did keep running it back because I'm like, I can't keep having the feeling of getting to track 1 and then all of a sudden being at track 6. I have to talk about this goddamn thing. So I need an opinion on it that isn't, wow, it went fast. But yeah, it does go pretty quick. So overall super into it, stoked to have found a new band, and stoked for more.
Damn right. So this caught me completely off guard because I was like, I've never heard of this band before.
What the fuck is Shane doing?
Genuinely, I was like, okay, so this is one fucking weird pick of the week. All right. Going into it, I had like no expectations. I mean, the name Stray View and kind of the title Displace Erase, I was like, okay, this is gonna be metalcore. I could sniff that out. Doesn't sound deathcore, doesn't sound fucking whatever the hell
pop punk.
You usually like. I was like, it doesn't sound like any of it. Well, Displace Erase could be pop punk, to be fair. That sounds like something that would be pop punk. But Stray View is very metalcore core. So opening catches me the fuck off guard because it's, oh my god, the riddle is an incredible opener. I think it's fucking crazy. Every song on the EP is basically 4 minutes long. So I mean that's long in metalcore world, I would think nowadays. Usually it's kind of like 2.5 to 3 minutes. That's usually kind of like the sweet spot for metalcore because like you get in, you get like maybe 1.5 breakdowns, and then you get out. So seeing 4 minute songs, six of them back to back to back, made me go, okay, I'm hesitant, but I'd like to see what you're working with. These songs go by so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It does not feel like 4 minutes every single track. It feels like 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh, but what happened to that song? I miss it a lot. The only song to me that did drag like a little tiny bit was Escape. But that's because you go from the riddle, which is kind of like pummeling you a little bit, to kind of something that's a little more toned back. I mean, it's very obviously like a second track on an album, EP, whatever the fuck. Um, where it's kind of just like a, hey, it's not going to be like this heavy the entire record. We're going to have a little bit of fun too. Wasteland is my personal favorite. I think it's fucking crazy. I believe, yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, this is the one. This is the fucking one. It has a crazy fucking scream. It's heavy as shit. I love it so much. The second I saw the name, I was like, this shit's gonna go a little funky, huh? They're gonna go a little silly. And they did. Forget It. Forget It is also my second favorite. I think it's a crazy track. As I said, The Riddle is an incredible opener, and I think Who You Really Are is also an incredible closer.
Mm-hmm.
I think this fucking EP, they have me hooked. I'm very excited. I'm intrigued. Whatever you guys have under your sleeve, if anything, right now, I'm tuned the fuck in. Like now I will be very excited to see this band on the podcast playlist because holy fuck. What an introduction. Genuine. Like what a fucking introduction. Big fan. Big fan.
Fuck yeah.